Hi, Maddie. Thank you for asking. She says, what made you decide to leave Jehovah's Witnesses? Just wondering. As Jehovah's Witnesses, we are taught to listen to our conscience, and that is exactly why I could no longer remain one. Growing up, we were at meetings approximately 5 or 6 hours a week, family worship and personal study another few hours a week, reading the Watchtower, reading the books, reading the text, listening to kingdom melodies, prayers. It literally was all-consuming. There were many red flags for me, and even at a very young age, disfellowshipping and shunning, it just never sat right. Being publicly reproved in front of an entire congregation, it just did not sit right with me. That is not how you treat people. It's not right to treat anyone like that, especially your child or your parent or your family or your friends. Elders telling a mother that she can no longer speak to her child, or a husband being told he can no longer speak to his wife. You can't speak, talk, hug, have a meal together. Telling your own child or family member that they are no longer good association, that they're a bad example. Don't even get me started about what they think of the LGBTQ plus community. Being told what to wear my entire life. Men are told what facial hair they can have, how short or long their hair can be. How about preventing people from following their passions? Here's one of my personal favorites, telling women to obey their husbands as they're the head of the household. So many women have had to put up with mental abuse, physical abuse, even many being told that if they were a better wife, that their husband would treat them better. The only way you can have a scriptural divorce as a Jehovah's Witness is if your husband or wife commits adultery, so if they cheat on you. But it's perfectly okay if they hit you, if they abuse you, then you have to stay. And as a Jehovah's Witness, you cannot remarry anyone else until you've had a scriptural divorce. How about zero free time? You rush home from work and you gotta shove food in your mouth and then rush right out to the meeting. You gotta get there on time because heaven forbid you're late. If you make being late a habit, you're gonna end up in an elders meeting. And if you miss your meetings, get ready for those phone calls from the elders. Where were you? Why weren't you at the meeting? Everything okay? You weren't doing something you actually enjoy, were you? How about believing that only Jehovah's Witnesses are going to make it into the paradise? Sorry to the rest of you. You're all dying at Armageddon. I stuck it out for almost 40 years knowing that all of this never sounded right to me. I went to the meetings, I was going in service, I even had a study or two, raising my children with these same beliefs, until they gave a public shaming talk or a marking talk all about me and how I was bad association because I put fitness ahead of God. It's all crazy.